Good evening. Good evening, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Akool Saral Jyotish, Astrology Simplified. I am Akool, astrological author, analyst, researcher, philosopher, and astrology teacher. Today I have come up with yet another very interesting and useful astrological topic, the astrology yoga of getting a high status spouse and tremendous success after marriage. Means this yoga gives you success after marriage. Please remain tuned to the presentation until the end to acquaint yourself fully with this incredible yoga which gives a high status husband and tremendous progress in life after marriage. It is mainly applicable for female natives. In some cases, male natives also. Astrology rule and combinations of a high status spouse and a positive transformation in your luck and destiny after the marriage. The seventh house and the seventh lord of the spouse should be more powerful and stronger than the Lagna and the Lagna Lord in the birth chart D1 and the Navamsha chart D9. Please remember again, please listen again. The seventh house and the seventh lord of the spouse should be more powerful and stronger than the Lagna and the Lagna Lord in the birth chart D1 and the Navamsha chart D9, both D1 and D9. Analogy. What is the analogy? Why seventh house should be more stronger than the Lagna? It is unusual. So I am giving the reason. The Lagna and the Lagna Lord represents the native. The Lagna and the Lagna Lord means your first house of your horoscope represent you. The Lagna and the Lagna Lord represent the native, and the seventh house and the seventh lord represents the spouse. When the seventh house and the seventh lord are more powerful and stronger, then the Lagna and the Lagna Lord represent a statusful and dominant spouse. If he is statusful, he will automatically dominate you because you will be known by the identity of your spouse. So, when seventh house and the seventh lord is stronger than the Lagna and the Lagna Lord, then your spouse would be from a high status background, and after the marriage you will have the progress in life, tremendous progress in life because of your spouse. Imagine, you will become astonished how from where you have come. So it is a very important yoga. Raj Yoga, the second combination of this yoga, the Raj Yoga present in the Navamsha chart D9 indicates a statusful and wealthy spouse. Raj Yoga, if there is Raj Yoga in the Navamsha. The seventh lord in an Upachaya house in the birth chart D1 or the Navamsha chart D9 indicates a wealthy and rich spouse. The Upachaya houses from the seventh house of spouse are occupied by the planets in the D1 or D9 indicates growth in life after the marriage. Then what are the points you have learned by now? Seventh house and seventh lord should be stronger than the Lagna and the Lagna Lord. First point. Second point, you have learned that there should be Raj Yoga in your Navamsha. There should be Raj Yoga in your Navamsha. Third point, you have learned that the seventh lord of your spouse should be in an Upachaya house, either in the D1 or D9 or both. The fourth point, you have learned that Upachaya houses from the seventh house of spouse are occupied by the planets in the D1 or D9. Upachaya houses gives growth. It gives growth after a particular event, and what is that event? Your marriage. So, seventh house is the house of marriage. And what are the Upachaya houses from the seventh house? 7, 8, 9, ninth house. 10th, 11th, 12th, 12th house. First, second, third, fourth. Fourth is Upachaya house. And fifth. From the seventh house, these houses are the Upachaya houses. From Lagna, it will be different from Lagna. With reference to Lagna, I am narrating from Lagna. I will again narrate what are the Upachaya houses from the seventh house with reference to your Lagna. 7, 8, 9th. Ninth house is the Upachaya house with reference to your Lagna for seventh house, because it will be the third house from the seventh house. In this way, I will show in the horoscope. I have taken a horoscope and I will elaborately discuss and show on the horoscope. You just remember the Upachaya houses from the seventh house of spouse need to be occupied by the planets for for getting growth in life after the marriage. Very simple. Very simple. Let us now apply all the parameters of the astrological yoga of marrying a statusful spouse in the real life horoscope for analysis and predictions. Horoscope of Srimati Sonia Gandhi, you all know, married to Rajiv Gandhi, a former prime minister who was of a much higher status than she. Rajiv Gandhi was of much higher status than Sonia Gandhi before their marriage, being the eldest son of the erstwhile Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. Erstwhile Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. Rajiv Gandhi was the eldest son of the erstwhile Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, with whom Sonia Gandhi married. And before marriage, she was an ordinary woman, whereas she came from an ordinary Italian family. Horoscope of Srimati Indira Gandhi, married to Rajiv Gandhi, who was of a much higher status than she, being the eldest son of the erstwhile Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, whereas she came from an ordinary Italian family. She was not a citizen of India at the time of before marriage. she subsequently acquired it, the citizenship of India. Let it be, that is a different matter. Birth chart of Sonia Gandhi, who married a high status husband, but her luck got changed. After marriage, what is our trust area is that her luck completely transformed. Her destiny got changed. From an ordinary woman, she became a very statusful woman. See this thing, the power of this yoga. See the mystery of this yoga. It will make you astonished. It will make you yourself will get astonished once you introspect. Where I was, and after marriage where I am. If you are in ground, after marriage you will be on the sky. That will be the difference before marriage and after marriage with reference to your status. It is so powerful yoga. Many astrologers do not discuss such type of thing because these perhaps don't give them views. But I discuss all those things because I am not running after views and choosing some peculiar type subject, what people like. No. I am here to teach lesson. I am here to teach astrology. And I will not go by what people's like. People's like Dainik Rashifal. What I will do? I will not do that. That is a complete nonsense. So, let us start. Resume our discussion. See, her ascendant, please look at my cursor. Her ascendant is Cancer. Her ascendant is Cancer. Then who is the Lord? Moon is the Lord. When Cancer is the ascendant, then 7th house automatically becomes Capricorn. The 7th house automatically becomes Capricorn. Please look at my cursor. My cursor is in the sign Capricorn. So, who is aspecting Capricorn sign? Who is the ruler of the Capricorn sign? Saturn. Who is aspecting Capricorn sign? It is aspected by Saturn. Who is Saturn? He is the house lord. He will make the house, 7th house, stronger by his aspect because he is the house lord. And very auspicious. It has made the 7th house very auspicious. What is 7th house? The house of spouse. Now see, what is the condition of the 7th Lord, Saturn? Saturn is in the Lagna. What is Lagna? Lagna is a Trikuna, means tiny house. And what is Saturn as 7th Lord? A Kendra Lord. What he is doing? He is forming Raj Yoga. When Kendra Lord is in the tiny house, it creates Raj Yoga. So the 7th Lord is involved in the Raj Yoga. So 7th house is very strong. Now let us examine her Lagna. First thing, the Lagna Cancer is afflicted because of the placement of Saturn, who is a natural malefic planet. Who is aspecting 7th house? Mars from Sagittarius has been aspecting 7th house. Who is aspecting the Lagna? Mars from Sagittarius by his 8th aspect has been aspecting Lagna. It is double affliction in the Lagna. Lagna is very weak. So she came from an ordinary family. Whereas The seventh house is so strong. It is showing her husband would be a statusful person. And it was so. Who knew, who would have known Sonia Gandhi had he not married Rajiv Gandhi? Because of Rajiv Gandhi, she came to the limelight. Otherwise, she would have lived like an average Italian woman in Italy. Isn't it? She came to limelight because of Rajiv Gandhi. Because only for her marriage, nothing else, only marriage. Only marriage changed her full destiny. Full destiny. She became powerful after the marriage. And particularly after the sad demise of Rajiv Gandhi, she became all in all of the Congress party. So, now let us examine her. Lagna is afflicted, doubly afflicted by Saturn and Mars. Saturn is placed in the Lagna and aspected by Mars. So it is doubly afflicted. Lagna is weak. When affliction is there, Lagna is weak. But seventh house, there is no affliction. Because the seventh Lord, he may be Saturn, but it is the seventh Lord who is aspecting the seventh house. He will promote the seventh house. Then who will, other than Saturn, who will promote the seventh house? He is the seventh Lord. He will promote. Other cannot promote seventh house. So Saturn has promoted seventh house like anything, and there is no affliction to the seventh house. See the condition of the Lagna Lord moon. It is in the 12th house. It left, east, lows, all rapport with the Lagna. Who will protect Lagna? There is none. Who will protect Lagna? It is fully afflicted, doubly afflicted. And Lagna Lord is badly placed in the 12th house, Gemini. So, the rule worked. Now see, where is the seventh Lord? Seventh Lord is in a Raj Yoga. I have already narrated. Seventh Lord is in a Raj Yoga. Seventh Lord is a Kandra Lord and is in Raj Yoga because of its placement in a Trikona house. The seventh Lord is in a Lagna Lord. Seventh Lord is in a Raj Yoga, indicating statusful husband like a Raja, king. And seventh house is very strong because of the aspect of the seventh Lord. And there is no aspect of any other planet. So seventh house is very strong. She became powerful after her marriage with Rajiv Gandhi. So let me narrate. It is very interesting. Astrology is very interesting. If you learn astrology with a good teacher who can explain the things, in her, I am narrating, in her birth chart D1, the Lagna is Cancer, ruled by the moon, and the seventh house is Capricorn, ruled by Saturn. We shall examine the strength of her seventh house of spouse vis-a-vis the strength of her Lagna representing herself. Lagna always represent you. My Lagna represent me. Your Lagna represent you. Seventh house represent your spouse. Simple thing. Everybody must keep in mind who are interested in learning astrology. These are small things. Your Lagna means you. My Lagna means me. Sonia Gandhi's Lagna means Sonia Gandhi. Sonia Gandhi's husband is in the seventh house. He is Rajiv Gandhi. In like this, you have to understand. The seventh house, Capricorn, is aspected by the house lord, Saturn, and is strong. The seventh lord, Saturn, is a Kendra lord. You all know seventh house is a Kendra house. You must have that kind of background. The seventh lord, Saturn, is a Kendra lord and is in the Trikona house, Lagna, and is in Raj Yoga. Saturn is also aspected by The Yogakaraka Mars, Mars is Yogakaraka also for Cancer ascendant. Mars, Saturn is also aspected by the Yogakaraka Mars from Sagittarius by his 8th aspect. In the face of this, the Lagna Lord, the moon, is badly placed in the 12th house of Gemini. Lagna is weak, being occupied by the natural malefic Saturn and aspected by another natural malefic Mars. Affliction make a house weak. Affliction make a planet weak. So, Lagna is weak in comparison to the 7th house. So, spouse will be from higher status than her. It is crystal clear. Why? It is crystal clear. It is crystal clear. So, I have taken this horoscope of Sonia Gandhi. The birth chart, therefore, strongly indicated that Sonia Gandhi would marry a high status husband, which exactly happened with her. She married. Navamsha Chart of Sonia Gandhi. Navamsha Chart. Lagna is ascendant. Lagna is Pisces. Means ascendant is Pisces. Ascendant is Pisces. When ascendant is Pisces, Virgo becomes the 7th house. Virgo is the 7th house. Who is the Lord of the ascendant? When ascendant is Pisces, it is Jupiter. Then we shall be examining Pisces and Jupiter. And what is the 7th house? When Pisces is the Lagna, Virgo is the 7th house. Who is the Lord of Virgo sign, 7th house Virga? It is Mercury. Isn't it? So, 7th house do not have any aspect. 7th house do not have any aspect. 7th house do not have any aspect, nor the Pisces Lagna. Both the houses are without any aspect. 7th house do not have any aspect. So, 7th house and Lagna both are neutral. We shall be examining the 7th Lord. We shall be examining the 7th Lord. See, and the Lagna Lord. First, prima facie, the Lagna Lord Jupiter is afflicted by Mars. You have to admit this. Since it is with Mars, yoga will give result later on. But first is affliction, weakness. See about Mercury, who is the 7th Lord. Mercury is not afflicted. Mercury is not afflicted. It is in the 5th house from the Lagna, when a Kendra Lord, as 7th Lord, Mercury is a Kendra Lord. As 7th Lord, Mercury is a Kendra Lord. Where it is in the 5th house. It is in the 5th house from the Lagna. So, as a Kendra Lord, the Mercury is in a triny house, in a triennial house. So, it is a Raj Yoga. Mercury is in Raj Yoga. Who is Mercury? The 7th Lord. He is in Raj Yoga. Now, from 7th house Virgo, where is Mercury? Where is Mercury as the 7th Lord? It is in the 11th house Cancer from the 7th house Virga. So, the marriage will be gainful. And she had a gainful marriage. Her luck completely changed, transformed. It is not change, it is transformation. Full transformation. Full transformation from ordinary to statusful. From ordinary life to statusful life. Full transformation. And from 7th house, the 7th Lord is in a Upachaya house, what we have learned? There is a combination that if the seventh Lord is in the Upachaya house, it gives high status spouse, and she got. Now, the most important thing we have to take into consideration. See, the seventh house is Virga. For seventh house, go on counting the Upachaya houses. What are the Upachaya houses? Upachaya houses are for growth. What are the Upachaya houses? The Upachaya houses are third house, sixth house, 10th house, and 11th house. These are the Upachaya houses for growth from any house. From 7th house of spouse, from the 7th house of spouse in Virga, the third house would be Scorpio. Please look at my cursor. From 7th house of spouse in Virga, the third house will be Scorpio. It is occupied by Saturn. Third house. Then we are not concerned about fourth house. We are not concerned about fifth house. We are concerned about sixth house. Sixth house is occupied by Sun. That is one more Upachaya house. Third and sixth are occupied by the planet. Then seventh house, eighth house, ninth house, 10th house. 10th house from the 7th house is occupied by Rahu, and 11th house from the 7th house is occupied by Mercury, who is the 7th Lord. So all Upachaya houses are occupied by the planets. So she will definitely have growth after marriage, because these houses are from the 7th house. 7th house of spouse. Then he will definitely get a statusful spouse that she has exactly got. And now count her distinct growth reckoning from the first house. See, all four Upachaya houses for growth is occupied by the planets in the horoscope of Srimati Indira Gandhi. Now, from Lagna, the third house is occupied by Venus. We are not concerned about the fourth house. We are not concerned about the fifth house. We are concerned about sixth house. Sixth house is vacant. We are not concerned about seventh house. We are not concerned about eighth house. We are not concerned about ninth house. We are concerned about 10th house, which is occupied by two planets. We are concerned about 11th house, which is unoccupied. So, how many growth giving houses are occupied from the Lagna? Only two growth giving houses. Only two growth giving house from the Lagna is occupied by the planets, three planets. Whereas from 7th house, all the Upachaya houses are occupied by the planets, which is a divine seal of approval of our getting growth in life after the marriage. It is clear, it is so simple. Now I am narrating. The Navamsha D9 Lagna is Pisces with Jupiter as the Lord. The 7th house is Virga with Mercury as the Lord. Both Lagna and the 7th house are unoccupied. You have seen in the horoscope. Are unoccupied and unexpected, showing an equal strength, prima facie. However, Mercury, the 7th Lord of the spouse, is in the auspicious Trikona of 5th house from the Lagna, forming Raj Yuga, Kendra Lord in the Trikona house, and in the 11th house of gain in Cancer sign from the 7th house of spouse, indicating that she will marry a high status husband and the marriage will prove gainful to her. because 7th Lord is in the 11th house from the 7th house. It will be a gainful marriage. 11th house is the house of gain. As against the 7th Lord Mercury, the Lagna Lord Jupiter is afflicted by Mars in the 2nd house of Aries and is less in strength than the 7th Lord Mercury. However, the Lagna Lord Jupiter, besides being afflicted by Mars, is also involved in the Raj Yuga and Dhan Yuga in the 2nd house of wealth with Mars, since Mars is the 9th Lord. This indicated that after her marriage, she would enjoy the result of Raj Yuga and Dhan Yuga, which exactly happened with her. Because first it will give the result of affliction. First it will give the result of affliction. Then it will give the result of Raj Yuga. Because Mars is the 9th Lord and Jupiter is the Lagna Lord, is in the 2nd house of wealth. So first it will give affliction result to Jupiter. First bad result. Then the result of Raj Yuga and Dhan Yuga. That exactly she enjoyed after the marriage. If you divide the life in two parts, not equal parts, two parts I am saying, not two equal parts, two parts, then there are two types of life, that is premarital life and postmarital life. In this context, I am talking about. Besides being afflicted by Mars, is also involved in the Raj Yuga and Dhan Yuga in the 2nd house of wealth with Mars, since Mars is the 9th Lord. This indicated that after her marriage, she would enjoy the result of Raj Yuga, because it is the Navamsha Chart. Please keep in mind, I am analyzing the Navamsha Chart. Navamsha Lagna also gives marriage. This indicated that after her marriage, she would enjoy the result of Raj Yuga and Dhan Yuga, which exactly happened with her. She became the all-powerful in the Congress party after the untimely demise of her husband, Sri Rajiv Gandhi, and continuously enjoyed the taste of power, wealth and status for long years as the Suprema of the Congress party. She is still Suprema of the Congress party. From the 7th house of spouse in Virgo, the Upachaya houses of growth are Scorpio, 3rd house, Aquarius, 6th house, Gemini, 10th house, and Cancer, 11th house. These houses are occupied by Saturn, the Sun, Rahu, and the Moon, respectively. Since all the growth-giving Upachaya houses from the 7th house of marriage and husband are occupied by the planets, she came to the limelight after marrying Sri Rajiv Gandhi. There was no looking back for her after her marriage in the matter of growth. There was no look back. There was no looking back for her after her marriage in the matter of her growth, progress, achievement and success. She came in the limelight after marrying Rajiv Gandhi. The simple thing, she only married a great person, a statusful person. That was enough for her. It changed her destiny. It changed her destiny forever. And she is enjoying. The next video will be on astrological yoga of marrying a foreigner and settlement abroad after marriage. The next video I will bring on astrological yoga of marrying a foreigner and settlement abroad after marriage. The same horoscope I will bring. Horoscope of Sonia Gandhi, and I will show. Because she is settled in a foreign country. India is a foreign country for her, with reference to her birth country, which is Italy. So the next video will be on astrological yoga of marrying a foreigner. Rajiv Gandhi was a foreigner for her. Rajiv Gandhi was a foreigner for Sonia Gandhi. Sonia, her name was something different, Italian name. I have forgotten. Something Mario or something like that. Sorry, I don't want to take wrong name of a person. The next video will be on astrological yoga of marrying a foreigner and settlement abroad after marriage. She is settled in abroad. She has now become Indian citizen. From the Italian citizenship, she left Italian citizenship and became Indian citizen. And her luck transformed, her destiny transformed after marriage. She was just an ordinary person like me and you. Who would have known her had she not married Rajiv Gandhi? The one marriage transformed the entire destiny towards all positivities. It is tantamount to a beggar becoming king. Suppose I am a beggar, I became king with a single event. After a single event, I was a beggar, I became a king. After a single event. So, how powerful is the yoga? Think about. No astrologer will discuss such thing. They will not point out. They are after views and earning money from YouTube. If you are interested in such an insightful, research-oriented astrological video, please subscribe to the channel Akool Saral Jyotish, Astrology Simplified. If you have liked the video, please give a like. I cannot force you to give a like, or I cannot force you to subscribe to the channel. If you have liked, give a liking. Subscribe to the channel if you want to learn such things in such a simple approach. My Saral Jyotish Paddhati, my simple astrological approach. I bring both written statement and my narration together in my video. Nobody is doing so. They just tell, they just narrate. You would not able to remember. I bring both together. I bring both together. You can read and you can listen, so that learning becomes enjoyable. And you would not forget when the things are in both written form and along with narration, verbal narration of an expert in the field. I am not claiming myself as expert, but for this purpose, since I am narrating, you should have to consider me as such. Thanks for watching the video. Happy learning.